Today I'm here at the farm show. I'm Representative Barry Jozwiak, and I'm here with Secretary of Agriculture Russell Reddick. And Mr. Secretary, first of all, I'd like to compliment you on your leadership of the Department of Agriculture here in Pennsylvania. You've been here for several years, and you've really made a big difference here. And I'm from Berks County, and one of the issues that we have there right now is the spotted lanternfly. Yeah. It's in the eastern part of the county, and what's the status of that right now?
Representative, first of all, welcome to the 101st Farm Show. Great to have you here, and great to have your advocacy and understanding of agriculture and legislature, so thank you for that. You know, the spotted lanternfly has been a problem for Pennsylvania. As you know, it's in your district, and worry about how do you move from this invasive pest, how do you control it, what's the future? After 2 years, you know, we have not been able to contain it, haven't been able to eradicate it. We were hoping to, but we're still continuing to work in full partnership with the USDA and Penn State Cooperative Extension and the homeowners particularly about how do you get rid of this pest.
Well, actually, I have a small orchard, and I'm very familiar with what they do to fruit. It's not in my area yet, but it's right next door to me. Another issue that people were concerned about was the avian flu. With last year, there was no chickens here. So where do we stand with that right now?
So it's been an interesting year. Pennsylvania, when we spoke last year, we're just bracing for the invasion of avian influenza from somewhere around the world, and we escaped that. And that's a good thing to protect our poultry industry. Of course, we're able to bring back poultry to the farm show. But just in recent days, we're getting reports out of Asia and Europe of a new strain of avian influenza that we're watching very closely, because of the flyways of the wild birds coming through Pennsylvania or over Pennsylvania. So we need to be vigilant in protecting our farms.
So is that being spread by the ducks and geese as well? The avian flu, are they carrying that?
Yeah, that's our biggest threat right now. You know, we had focused on the domestic birds as the reservoir. The reality is what's playing out around the world, and what we're most concerned about is the wild birds flying over and landing on our farm ponds or wherever and bringing that flu with them.
Yeah, I know in my area in Berks County there's a lot of new chicken farms, if you want to call them that. They're popping up. They're huge. They're huge investments, and of course they can't afford to lose the crop of birds.
Yeah, and if you look, and I say to everybody, if you really want to see how devastating it is, you can look back at some of the printed record of Pennsylvania back in the early 1980s. But in contemporary time, with the new housing and the higher density and all of the systems that are built, look at what happened in the state of Iowa. Absolutely devastating, and we don't want that in Pennsylvania.
You know, another program I really want to compliment you on is your PA Preferred. I think that's a great program, and also your Homegrown by Heroes for the veterans. Would you just talk about that a little bit, please?
Yeah, so the PA Preferred program goes back probably 10 years, and we worked with St. Joe's University and sort of really honed important words for consumers. And there were a couple of things that came out. One is they really wanted to know state of origin, right? Where did it come from? So Pennsylvania was important, and Preferred was important because they have a preference for the Pennsylvania product. So we put those together, PA Preferred. You know, 1,000 plus companies now are participating in PA Preferred. We took it one step further last year, and by adding the Homegrown by Heroes. Today happens to be the Military and Veterans Day at Farm Show, so appropriate to talk about this. Homegrown by Heroes are veterans who are using PA Preferred, selling product that they produce. So it's PA Preferred with a special note of Homegrown by Heroes.
Hey, well, thank you. And I just want to say to the people of our district, I want to thank the Secretary for spending a few minutes with me here at the Farm Show. And again, thank you for your leadership in agriculture.
The pleasure's mine. Great to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you.